Hey everyone! Today I bring you one of the most requested wig tutorials on my channel, Kirishima from My Hero Academia. So after 84 years of waiting, let's finally get to it. The wig I'm using as a base is a Keto in apple red mix from Epic Cosplay Wig, along with a 15-inch pack of Wefts in the same shades. First things first, when styling a Kirishima, I cut off the tiny widow's peak that comes on this lace front, since he has a straight across hairline and we don't need that. Next, I pull the wig off the wig head and place a protective layer of aluminum foil down before replacing the wig. I've also used plastic wrap and masking tape, which comes off a lot cleaner in the end, but I was lazy this day and used the foil. Long story short, we're going to be adding a pack of wefts to the top front hairline for some added length as well as thickness. To do that, I like to use hot glue, which, if you don't protect your wig head, will pull off chunks of styrofoam in the end and then stick to the inside of your wig, and that's always super frustrating. You can also use fabric tack if you don't mind a little bit of drying time, or if you don't mind painstakingly hand sewing in every single weft, you can go with that option of adding them in. I just personally don't have that kind of time in the day, so I opt for the fastest option, which is still super secure. If you guys would like me to do a video on adding wefts to wigs, let me know in the comment section. So, once we've got all our wefts added into the crown of the wig, it's time to rubber band things off. Kirishima is definitely one of the weird ones to try to style, so I'm going to do my best to break down how I separate things out. Okay, so we've got our two front horn spikes, the baby wisp in the front, two side spikes on the temples, the big tall mountain on the top that somehow becomes two spikes but looks like one, a couple spikes going down the mountain, then general spikiness sticking out all over the place, mullet. Then the back of his head is just a mess, so I don't even bother to section that off. So once everything is separated, I go in and start spiking. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail since I've covered this in lots of my other videos, which I will link in the description. But basically what I do is take a section, trim it down, back comb it till it can stand on its own, smooth it a bit with my teasing brush, spritz it with some hairspray and set it with the hairdryer on low heat. Now I will say I spend quite a bit of my time on the front couple spikes that are the tallest, just because you really want to make sure those are well supported on the inside and aren't going to start drooping anytime soon. So you can see me teasing, then smoothing, then teasing again, and pulling the tease pieces apart with my fingers so they cover a wider area, before smoothing again and maybe hairspraying in between all that. Then once I'm done playing with the big middle spike, I can determine how tall I want the other spikes to be in relation to that one. Now at this point, I've said everything I can think of that might be remotely useful for this project, so I'm going to give you guys a break from my voice and pop back in when we get to the back of the head. Okay, so now we've reached the back of the head. There's kind of a large jump cut for this section, and the wig looks a little bit brighter red because on the wig you were just watching, I forgot to record the end of the styling before I shipped it away. So this is a slightly different shade and a larger base wig, which is why it looks a tiny bit different, so I'll link this one in the description as well. But anyways, for the back I basically just spiked things out all over, making sure to angle a lot of the back spikes downward to try to hide where the wefts may want to show gaps. So basically the hairs on the very top of the head to just the back of the crown are going to be sticking almost straight up / kinda angled backwards, and then once you reach the back of the head, they start to angle more downwards, if that makes any sense at all. Hopefully you can gather what I'm trying to say with words from the actual video. The only thing I will point out is make sure you leave your hair at the base of the neck longer so you can spike it out away from the head so you can see it from the front. In other words, don't forget your mullet. Okay, so once he's styled, I go over all my spikes with clear tacky glue, twisting the hairs together at the very ends to seal all the tips off. Then I trim off any hairs that are longer to clean things up. Last but not least, I spray down my wig with 4 to 5 coats of hairspray, drying each coat in between sprays just to make sure it stays in one piece for as long as possible. And then I'm done! So that's how I style a Kirishima wig. I hope this walkthrough helped, and if there are any other wigs you'd like to see me style, please leave your suggestions in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to get to as many as I can, provided I have the supplies. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps you with your own wig adventures. 1, 2, 3,